Hello, this is the Silver Watchman, and welcome back to the Hopeless series. If I sound a tad bit different, it's probably because I'm in a... let's just call it a recording studio and not a shed. Ha! Yeah. Also, but before I continue on with this episode, let us begin a new journey. Yes. That being said, I have started a new clan in this game recently. You'll see the name in a little bit, but so far on this series, we've talked about demons, ghosts, I'm pretty sure ghouls and goblins at this point. And if nobody gets that reference, that's perfectly okay. That just means I'm old. Oh gosh, am I old. So, in the previous episode of the Hopeless series, also, this is episode number 31, if I didn't make that clear. And I didn't, until about a couple of seconds ago. But yes, this is episode 31. And the name of the clan is No Copyrights Here. That's right. That in itself, the name is a joke. A subtle joke that promptly, it's like a halibut to the face. That's a fish. But in the previous episode, we talked about energy presentation. In the episode before that, we talked about energy. And in the episode before that, I forget. But that doesn't change the fact that in this episode, we're going to go a little bit deeper on energy presentation, because in the previous episode, I wasn't presenting the energy very well. As I was completely exhausted when I did it, and on top of that, sick. But now I'm running on promptly enough hours of sleep, enough energy. But how do we use energy? Well, we use energy in different ways. We use it to light our homes, light up our phones, light up entire cities, and turn a country that has pretty much built its entire existence on war and destruction into what it is now. A country that was once dominated by men is now seemingly becoming a lady-dominated country, with the cute voices and what such. Alright, energy presentation. Yes. Now, we all have a way of doing things, of presenting ourselves. Even God has his way of presenting himself as well. And God presents himself as he is, as God. But know this. The kind of person that God presents himself as, somebody who is merciful, kind, and loving, who will go to any lengths to do the right thing. Meaning, he is just, he is kind, and he is loving, and he's willing to sacrifice anything for you. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. That is John 3:16 in the King James version of the Bible. God loves you all. He loves me too. He loves all humans. That's not to say that he doesn't love the angel. He loves the angel. He loves all of his creations. But he does not love sin. He does not love what it does to people. In fact, he hates it. He hates sin so much that he's willing to pay the ultimate price so that way he won't lose any more people to it. Now, granted, he's given us free will. Free will to choose what it is that we want to choose. To choose what it is that we want to do, where we will go. He gave us the ability to choose, to understand, to learn. And why? Why give us this ability to choose? He gave us one rule. When we were first created, we only had one rule. One rule. One rule. Do not eat of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, lest you die. And we as a species couldn't even do that. We couldn't even do that. Something that simple we could not do. It is in our nature to sin. It is in our nature to be curious and to wonder what it's like on the other side. But we know what it's like on the other side. We've seen our own darkness and it has horrified us. And we have seen the light of God. And it has purified us. But how we present ourselves, be it as a man of God, or if you don't even care to know who God is, means all the difference. I understand that walking with God is not the easiest thing in the world. In fact, God at no point whatsoever ever says that walking with Him is going to be easy. If anything, He says quite the opposite, that if you walk with Him, you're going to be persecuted, you're going to be spat at, you're going to be hurt, you're going to be alone, thrown in prison, even murdered, even executed publicly as a display for others to see. And why would anybody want to subject themselves to that? What possible way, what possible reason would anybody have to subject themselves through any of that? What reason? Why choose that? Why choose something that seems to be obviously the dangerous choice? It goes against human nature itself. It goes against instinct. Instinct. Reasoning. Why go against human nature? I think I have a verse for that. Let me check it out. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Ah, yes. Looks like that digital tome is not working at the moment because I forgot to hook up the thing that makes it do the thing. And I don't have my actual Bible with me right now because I left it in my own personal quarters, which means assuredly, I may or may not have made a mistake. But we want two different things. The spirit wants one thing, which is to bring life and to bring others to life. But your flesh, your bones, that sinful nature wants something absolutely, completely, very much different. The exact opposite. Our flesh wants self-gratification. Our flesh wants to be gratified, fulfilled. Our flesh wants to do what it does. Every single human being on the planet has what is known as natural sin, which means it's something that our body naturally wants to do. For some people, it's witchcraft or drugs. Why did I just say those two within the confines of each other? It's because in the eyes of God, to do drugs is pretty much on the same level as doing witchcraft. For the most part, you need drugs in order to do a lot of witchcraft, because it helps loosen up the locks on the mind. Here's the thing, people. Not everyone can handle that. If you can't do it naturally, that means that you're not able to do it. Can you receive special training? Yes, you can, but if you can't do it naturally, it's not worth it. If you can't process things like that naturally, it is not worth it. You will come to know things that you can never unknow. You will see things that you cannot unsee. That's why, if you ask a soldier, what is war like? Or a firefighter, what is it like being on the scene? Or a cop? They'll all pretty much say something along the lines of, it's not what you think. We have a lot of good moments where we get to be the good guys. But there's also a lot of moments that make us question why we're even here. Also, if you're hearing stippy steps, I'm just trying to get comfortable. So, but yeah, not everything is. Not everything is what it seems. Why would people subject themselves to such horrendous treatment? The answer's a lot simpler than you'd think. Hey, cool, I got a hatchet. Now let's just kinda... Alright then. The reason we would subject ourselves to this is because it's needed. If God's willing to sacrifice everything for people that don't even deserve it and give us a second chance, a chance to go from being the bad guy to being one of the good guys, why wouldn't we take it? Why wouldn't we take that chance? That chance to learn, that chance to teach, that chance to reach out to somebody and give them, or at the very least share with them, your entire reason for existing. What I'm talking about here isn't a religion. A religion is like a hobby. It's systematic. You gotta do it a specific way. And if you're not doing it that specific way, then you're doing it wrong. You know? I'm just trying to, we don't talk about religion, even though I do break down religion from time to time and unintentionally throw down an entire group of people into the midst of lots of fire. But I know I'm going silent a lot, I'm just thinking. We do this to help. We do this not because we want you to serve a religion or to serve our God. We do this because we want you to be safe. We're willing to put everything on the line so you can have a reason to live. We do everything we can to teach you that no matter what you do or where you go, you will always be loved. And sometimes that's all people really need, is to know that they are loved, that people care about them, that somebody out there is thinking of them and is willing even to face off against hell itself. If only they would smile, if only they would find some peace, if only they would know what it is to be loved and cared for. That's crazy, right? Really does seem crazy at times. Because a lot of the time, people People think that, like, when somebody tries to bring them to Christ, that they're just a Bible thumper. They're trying to bring them to another religion. And I've seen that face. I've seen that agitation, that hatred towards God. And I gotta tell you something, to be honest. It doesn't make me angry. It doesn't make me even disappointed. It makes me sad. Because when I go out there and I try to share, the joy of knowing who God is, of knowing Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior, I'm sharing with them my only reason for living, my only reason for actually enjoying life and laughing. I'm sharing with them a reason to live, a reason to exist and laugh, and instead of just surviving, but a reason to live. You don't need money, grand amounts of money. You don't need fancy cars or beautiful women, or if you're a woman, beautiful men. I mean handsome men. Men shouldn't be beautiful. Men should be very, manly men. You know what I mean? Like the kind of like once they make a decision, they stick by it, kind of. But yeah. This was supposed to be more of about energy, and somehow it ended up becoming about presenting Jesus. Or why would I present Jesus? Because he's my reason for existing, for living, for laughing, for having love. He gave me another chance. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the Scriptures might have hope. Romans 15:4, King James Version. Behold, I stand at the door, and knock. If any man hear my voice, and I open the door, I will come into him, and will sup with him, and he with me. Revelation 3:20, King James Version. So I say thank you all for watching. Glory be to God, and blessings be upon each and every single one of you. It's truly an honor that I get to do this. It's truly an honor indeed. Thank you all. Thank you all. Every single one of you, even to those that hate me or even hate God. The fact that you're here means that you're curious. And that means a small victory. Come to know the Lord? Please subscribe. Oh, man. And this is the Silver Watchman, signing out.